we got that call that every parent dreads. There's been a car collision and your son's in the hospital. The driver crossed over a double yellow line, went head on into a Jeep Liberty coming on Route 6 by the Bear Mountain Bridge. The driver told police that he fell asleep at the wheel. My gut was telling me that, you don't fall asleep on that crazy windy road at rush hour. I subpoenaed the cell phone records through our own civil lawsuit. And it was 6 agonizing months before I got the phone records. The phone records revealed an entirely different story to me. And there was texting throughout the drive.
Our son was sleeping and buckled in the back seat, and he wasn't texting, and he wasn't in any control of what was happening while he was sleeping. So it was just a sweet picture of them, and then a picture of him and his younger sister taken around graduation time. And this was, these two were right before.
Yeah, no, I agree. Syndergaard's even better than DeGrom.
Using your smartphone while you're driving is a deadly act.
Sorry.
We use it automatically and unconsciously without realizing it.
Okay, I need to see your license registration.
Everybody, all of us have done it, even though we know it's dangerous. So it's not about knowing something that's dangerous that stops us.
Roy, I just got pulled over by the police, the Chappaqua police, because I was on my cell phone.
I think we've reached a tipping point. We've reached a tipping point in our culture and in the penetration of this technology in society. And there have been so many accidents. 11 teens are dying per day. Many, many more if you count people outside the teenage years. The chances of being in an accident are 5 to 6 times greater if you're using your phone than if you're not. If you text or do anything data-wise while you drive, you're 23 times more likely to have an accident. 23 times more likely to crash. According to my research, I think it's as big an issue, if not bigger, than alcohol drunk driving right now.
They seem to tell me for some reason that they're not texting, although they will admit to doing various other things, such as GPS, playing music, or checking emails. I think in their mind, they believe that texting itself is the only violation.
Cell phones are involved in an estimated 27% of all car crashes. That estimate has increased for the 3rd straight year.
People tend to pick up their phones or devices when they're slowing down or coming to a traffic light.
People universally now accept that the internet is addictive. I think there's no question about it. In fact, if you take the phone away from most people, they feel withdrawal. If that phone is in your hand or easily accessible, you're going to pick it up. Take the phone and lock it in the trunk. Put it in the back seat where you can't get to it. Disable the data stream so you can't turn it on while you're driving. Or download an app like AT&T's, It Can Wait. There's a million of them out there. Most of the service providers have them, and there are freestanding apps that you can download that will shut the data streams off if you're moving.
Think you know all about distracted driving? Think again.
Driving with a cell phone in your hand is not okay.
It's not okay. It's not okay. Put the phone down when you're driving.
We need people to say, hell no, you're not picking up that phone and texting. You're not picking up that phone and emailing. Don't you dare take that picture while we're driving. It needs to be a new norm not to do it.
When do we start to see laws ramp up that might reflect the penalties of this versus drunk driving?
It is pretty much get to the point where it's just as dangerous, where somebody's just as distracted. They're off the road. They don't realize. Yeah, they don't realize the distance they're traveling at a certain speed and how much roadway they cover when they look down for 1 second.
That's what we're really looking for is that response change. Like somebody they hear that phone ring. You don't want them grabbing for it. You want them to think, oh, Chad might be there. Let me not pick it up. You want change. Somebody's response or change their activity.
Actually, part of our logo is it's a hand, like a stop. 5 points.
See, I think that's big when people know, because everybody in our experiences of traffic stops, it's always, is this any points? That's a 5-point violation.
So when I'm writing 1, I guarantee you there's 3 more passing.
We're on target with where our original mission was, which was to grow this out from Newcastle.
We'd like it to be called Evans Law.
Okay.
That's my son, Evan.
You got it.
I think New York, we've made a lot of good progress in that. We're hoping that becomes a leader. In Newcastle alone, we've made a lot of progress and in both the education and the enforcement, and it's making a difference.
It's not just the police department here, and it's not just the supervisor, it's the town. From what we see, it's the whole town says, we don't want this, we don't want our families in danger when they're driving, we want people to stop.
I don't want people to feel what we feel and have felt and what we've gone through, because it's painful, it's horrible. He was a really happy, special, sweet and good-natured kid. And somehow he's just not gonna get to grow into adulthood and see what a great guy he was gonna be.